All right, welcome everybody. Good morning. Gotta get some fluids in me real quick. Trying to drink at least one of these whole things a day. Find myself sometimes doing a lot better, sometimes not doing very well at all. But either way, this morning as we begin our day, we're going to tap into 852 hertz, Anya, third eye chakra. And for the point of maybe providing some extra education here, I want to share with you some information I have written up, or rather copied and pasted from other sites, just for general resource. Things to be aware of when it comes to the third eye and balancing, what it means. So I'll just start here. When our chakras are out of whack or misaligned, it can feel like our entire lives are topsy-turvy. And when our third eye isn't balanced, our entire spiritual center may feel devoid of substance. The third eye chakra is also known as Anya, which means perceiving, and it acts as a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. Now, that's from the dailylife.com article, The Essential Guide to the Third Eye Chakra. There's a lot of information always out there in regards to the Sanskrit. It actually translates as authority or command, or as it was perceive, as it was up here, perceiving. And it is the eye of intuition and intellect. Right here, between or above your two eyes, normal eyes, and between the ears. Sorry, camera's over here, so way up here, right in the center. If you haven't seen it before, there's a lot of leaning into this in a lot of religions and cultures across the world. Now here within the Anya, it's very apparent with the different nadis, and nadis are the streams of air flow, left nostril, right nostril. And you have the Shiva, the male energy nadi, and Shakti, the female energy nadi. There's also a lot more information in here regarding, the seed syllable of Ksham, more well-known Om, or Pranava Om. Pranava Om. You kind of, with Sanskrit, you want to enunciate and allow each syllable to be its own word. Pranava Om is believed to be the basic sound of the world and contains all other sounds. It is considered the supreme sound of the universe. So if you were to be using any chanting or such, which is encouraged, especially anything above the throat, in the throat or anything above the throat, bringing those chants and prayers into the meditation can be very helpful. So again, we'll just recirculate the information here. In the center of the forehead between the eyebrows, this color is represented by indigo. The element is light, or supreme element says all elements combined. This is the last physical chakra rising, as the progression is always from bottom to top. That by this time we've actually have a balance of all other energies, all other elements rather. And for reference, essential oils that can be used in any meditation would be like frankincense, rosemary, basil, or an almond blossom. The abilities we want to be able to tap into here is some intuition, imagination, wisdom, and really just, above all, the ability to think and make decisions. So this is where that cognition of something higher, more supreme than ourselves becomes evident in that intuition. And there's a lot of other information I'm not going to go into just yet or this time. But I simply wanted the opportunity to share that with you before we get started. As I'm waking up this morning, I just want to tap into the knowledge and recognize that there's a lot of things in this world that show up as synchronicities. That's how I explain them anyway to myself. The things that just happen and in odd timing, and what otherwise I might have described as coincidence in the past. At this point, I don't see or recognize coincidence. I simply acknowledge that there's something bigger working in the world, and that it is my duty, of anything, to not overthink it or worry or have fear over it, but rather just soak into the reality that's unfolding in front of me gradually. And over the course of time, these frequencies kind of take hold, and I fade away from all the thinking. That hopefully in this meditation we can find our way to some awareness of what we need to be aware of. Some happening that needed to happen. And instead of focusing so much on the losses, the pullback, that we might be able to free ourselves of all the physical bondage, the things that we covet, the things that we take for granted. We might be able to accept what is happening as a gift and translate the burden into a blessing. Recognize that the cup is not half empty, it is half full. And in this moment, in this meditation, let's take some accountability for that perception and let go of it. Let's take accountability for our emotions, our feelings, our disruption, and allow the frequency to fill our cup to the full, perhaps even to an overflowing emotion, to an overflowing awareness, to an overflowing observation. And we'll meditate for as long as it takes for us to achieve that. I'm going to go ahead and start us now. And I'll fade out my microphone and bring the frequency more in. Just real quick, if you haven't done so already, the Power Thoughts Meditation. Go ahead and throw a like. This will be listed in my LSMR playlists for reference, of course, as always. And allow yourself now just to sink into your own meditation by closing your eyes if you have not done so already. Allow yourself to observe the thoughts as they come into your mind. Take note of any extra chatter that might be occurring, and transfer from those thoughts to just focusing on your breath, the nadis as they were explained in the left and right nostril. Observe the flow of energy as you breathe in and out through your nostrils. Take a quick note of any sensations of blocking your throat, of blocking any parts of your body that might be uncomfortable, and adjust yourself into that open space, still observing your breath. deeper and deeper breaths, doing your utmost to fill your lungs on the in-breath as much as you can. Perhaps hold it at the top when your lungs are full, your body is full, and allow yourself then at the top, when you're ready, to just release all that energy slowly, like a slow bleed. Take your time. Allow that out breath to just dissipate, disappear. Imagining these as the destructive, distracting thoughts that no longer serve. So as we fall into this third eye meditation this morning, we can be free and rid of any and all that keep us from our most useful, happy, and joyous selves. Let go of it all. And just continue to breathe in a deeper and deeper manner with whatever intention you want to bring to the forefront. But above all, let what happens happen, and enjoy your meditation. just a little bit. Get ready to open your eyes or roll your neck. Recognize any disturbance and just sit in this moment of awakening. Sit in this moment of reflection of what you may have experienced, any sharp thoughts, immediate or slow. Something that had come to the forefront, something you want to carry into the day, maybe just for today, maybe for longer. But nonetheless, thank yourself for spending the time with yourself this morning, as I thank you for spending the time with me, and that this might be helpful to you. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. As you become fully awake and aware of your being, just understand that this is practice, this is purpose, this is building up something that otherwise may seem unnecessary. But take accountability, take recognition that we got to take care of ourselves in order to take care of others and be of service to others in all roles of life. And I pray and hope that this experience has offered you a deeper meaning, a perception, and awareness, something you might not have otherwise been aware of. That you might be relieved of some worry, some overthinking, by feeling how your body reacts to these frequencies or this time. That you'll become much more aware, so that the next time those thoughts and those worries present themselves, you might remember and recall the peace that you might have experienced during this time. And I bid you well for the rest of your day. Peace be with you. God bless. And we'll see you next time.